me, or later on you'll be joining up. Good afternoon to you all. Um, Once again, been absent for some days, and I'm coming back on live. And I want to say something about bride price payment and the lives of our young women and our mothers who are going through some of the cruel or hard time in their marriage and their lives. And I think, particularly in the Highlands regions, they are doing something that is extraordinarily, and paying bride price as well is skyrocketing, and they are commercializing life. So they are commercializing life and then selling the lives for money. And we couldn't even comprehend or understand. There's only few or handful of men who took that um, bride price as a way of appreciating their parents of the female, and as well as to keep them at peace, sort of a reconciliation or a trade among the people, and it's part of our culture. And marriage also is a bridge that build two sides that connect the family from the parent from the bridegroom. That's nothing wrong with that, but there is a big difference is about the bride price. So we are paying huge amount of money, especially from the men's side to the women's side, and it is something that we need to consider and say something about it. So that is why I'm saying this, because I've seen many or some men paying huge amount of money to the bridegroom or to the bride, and with a side blow Mary, and at that time they taking bride price as a weapon, and they see the life of a woman or a lady becomes an object, and they do not regard life as a life. They regard life as an object. Once they paid, make an amount of money to the family or to the friends, to the family especially, and they started to get control of a life of a woman. And lately, I've seen many women or some women have been tortured, have been injured, getting the bruises all over their faces, swollen eyes, swollen face. And when you asked, they will say, "Well, I've given huge amount of money. I paid for the bride price, and I have all the rights over here." Well, you have the right, but your right is not to punch, not to brutalize her. If she's doing something that is unacceptable, bring the case to the station or to the police, or do it in customary way. If it is beyond your control, find other means. Seek the advice from the professional counselors, or seek the advice from local priests or pastors. And if it goes beyond that, bring the matter to court. We don't have to take the take the something where we paid a lot of money to the family of the woman, and then I said, no, I've already taken the responsibility, and she is my wife, and I have every right to either pants, to either give more babies to her, and tell her to everything that pleases me. Well, it is not only her, it is both of you, where you should come up with an agreement or communicate between you and her, and respect one another, instead of you pay him in, give him cut the face and bag up him, and make him kind something wrong. So lately, lo this la wiki kamosem. Past weeks, I've seen many pictures or the photos of females being posted on social media, on TikTok, WhatsApp, Facebook, which worries me as a Papua New Guinean and as a citizen of this nation. Um, it worries me a lot because we shouldn't treat our women, our females, or our country women and get like that. Um, me as personally, it really affects me. It's not because of them, I'm so sablomi or mama blome, but I'm seeing everyone as equal and they should participate in any decision making that is fair and everyone must treat one another respectfully. Same name. So Lily Talk to me is all about how we can treat ourselves, treat men and women. Even though you are paying that huge amount of money, bright price, um, you pay me because I'm make work you na current picking you pay me because you talk about it's a season object and then you take it for granted. Now you like make him something you like do until lifelong. Well, I'm lifelong man, lifelong picking any marry man, and we should respect that. So treating one another equally, all of us must be fair. So na by mega this la passing no respect one by another. So that is what I've been watching and reading the news on social media. They posted about so Mary Olive Piety, they got bruises on their faces, scars even crippling them, getting big scars on their face, on their body. What to call man Piety, man. It doesn't really shape how we are, how human thinking. So and because you ballot because you wasted or we wasted much or many big huge amount of money to the family of the lady. In this like culture, this culture we need to strategize and find the means or other alternative that it cannot be used where paying of a woman or a bright price and then we get the woman as an objective. So I think government maybe must look and then strategize on this idea of marriage bride price payment. Maybe man by Mary and Mary by man at the same time in exchange, so that there should be an appreciation on both sides, or other alternatives, or maybe abolition the mentality of the bride price, and then let's live like that. So married between love, man like a Mary, Mary like a man, married one balance stuff. And that is all for today. This afternoon, and thank you very much to those who accompanied me. And I will still talk about this in a couple of days to come. Well, thank you all, and good afternoon. Uh, am I sharing?